Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and this is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Is Newton. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump off. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
We may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defense coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run over them, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 30, the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get up near the 40-44. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bears coming out here, and they've made some news in recent weeks for something that I know you love. They've announced that they'll be adding 2 statues in front of Soldier Field as they get set to start their 100th season. George Halas, the founder of the franchise, he'll get a statue, and Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're talking about the Mount Rushmore Chicago favorites. He's up there with probably Michael Jordan and Ernie Banks.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. In Chicago, of course, you have to salute George Halas, who started the whole thing because he helped start the league. Remember, they were the Decatur Staleys who became the Chicago Bears.
I don't remember that.
You know, you don't? You weren't around for that one? I'm surprised. But anyway, that's how it all went down, and they're going to unveil them September 3rd, a few days before they open the season, against Green Bay on Thursday night. What a kickoff to the 100th year of NFL football.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe else? There will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
To throw is Newton. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Shy of the end zone. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day, every day.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Able to fight through one tackle.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on and caught by Cooper for a Denver touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is...
Wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now Dawson for... the extra point. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.